Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ankush. In our today's video, we will see how we can install the Oracle 19c on the top of Windows operating system. Oracle 19c is the latest version of Oracle database, and because of that only we need to understand the concept which are really new as compared to the previous version of Oracle databases. So in this video we will discuss and we will see the practical scenarios how we can install this Oracle 19c on our Windows operating system. If you refer this video, definitely you can install the same Oracle 19c on your personal laptop. You can practice yourself and you will be ready to deploy this Oracle 19c on your production environment. So before starting this video, we need to understand about the prerequisite, because if you are not worrying about the prerequisite, definitely you will be face a lot of issue while installation is going on. And to avoid that kind of issue, we need to understand the prerequisite. So let us see on my screen how we can install this Oracle 19c on the top of Windows. Let us see the Oracle 19c installation prerequisite on the top of Windows operating system. So here are the first prerequisite which is related to the RAM. So minimum 2 GB of RAM should be available, which is a free RAM. So if you have a good amount of RAM available in our system or on your cluster, definitely you will see a very good performance, and your faster installation will be in progress. Second thing is about the disk. At least 10 GB of empty space on hard disk drive, because in this disk you will be storing your all the files which are related to the data files. So because of that only, it is always have to understand that we should have a good amount of disk also available. So this is just the minimum requirement for the installation purpose. If you have a big amount, a big database, definitely you would need a big storage to store all those files. A processor based on either Intel EM64T or AMD 64 architecture. So nowadays if you observe that most of the computer or laptop which are coming, all are supporting this kind of architecture only. Display card with minimum resolution of 1024 into 768 pixels. So this is the HD resolution, at least that is needed. 16 GB of swap memory. Here the condition is if RAM is more than 16 GB. If RAM is in between 2 GB and 16 GB, then 1 times the size of RAM. So we need virtual memory also. In other term we called it as a swap memory. So this is the prerequisite for the Oracle database installation, which is Oracle 19c on the top of Windows. We will see practically how to install Oracle 19c on the top of Windows operating system. So I am currently using Windows 10, which is a 64-bit operating system. If you want to know what kind of architecture you are using, so just go to the computer, search for this PC, right click and click on properties. Here you can see I am using the 64 GB operating system, 64-bit operating system, and it is having currently 12 GB of RAM, which is currently I am using it. But we need to make sure that at least 2 GB of RAM should be available for the installation of this Oracle 19c. So if you are running any other application which is consuming more memory, definitely you need to stop that application for the time being. So just open the Chrome and search here with download Oracle 19c on Windows and just search for it. So you'll see the first screen, website which is referring to the oracle.com, and this is the official website for Oracle where you can download the Oracle database software. Now if you just open this Oracle link, here you can see the first link itself, it is showing that DB Home, and the current version is 19.3, which is mainly useful for Windows 64-bit operating system. Next thing is you will not find any Oracle 19c database software for 32-bit. So make sure you have a 64-bit operating system installed on your machine. Now if you just click on this link, it will just ask you to accept the agreement and just check the box and click on the download Windows. It will start asking you for the user ID and the password. If you don't have this user ID and the password, you can directly click on create account and it will start downloading. Now here you can see the downloading of the Oracle database software has been started. So what I have done, I have already downloaded this Oracle database software on my system. so that we will not waste our time. And by default it will go to your downloads folder. So I am going here to my downloads folder, and it will be a zip file. So I need to understand where that file is there. So let's go to that file. So this is the Windows 64-bit 19.3 which is a database version, and here you can see it has been downloaded already. Now the basic difference between Oracle 19c installation and prior to this Oracle 18c, which is 12c 10g. In 12c version or 10g or 11g version, we had an option to choose our DB home, but from the Oracle 18c we need to set up our Oracle home from the starting itself. Now if I am keeping my DB database software here, so this will be the DB home for this installation. But since it's in C directory, because it is in downloads, so by downloads will go to the C directory only. But I don't want to set this DB home for this 19c in this downloads folder. So what I will do, I will extract this file. So this is the file which I have extracted. How to extract? Just right click, extract files. It will create this kind of folder, the same folder you will create. Now we just need to copy this folder and go to the directory where you have sufficient space. I am going to the app and create a new folder here. Here I am creating the Oracle 19c folder, and just go inside this and paste it. So the setup which we have downloaded, by default it will go to the downloads folder. We have extracted that folder, and the extracted folder we copied it and pasted to the new folder, which will be the new DB home for our Oracle 19c. So this is what I have done till now. Here we can see the database software has been copied, and we have pasted it to this Oracle 19c folder. So Oracle 19c folder which we have created, and then we copied the software which was downloaded in downloads folder, and we just pasted it to this folder. Here we need to do, we can rename it with our short name, because many times we need to set this Oracle home. So I am just renaming it with the DB home. Okay, so if you just go inside this DB home, here you will find the setup.exe, and this is what we need to run. So how we will run it? Just right click and run it as an administrator. Make sure you need to run it as an administrator, because if you are not running it as an administrator, definitely you will face a lot of issue, because internally it will create the services, and that services you can see into the services.msc, and in order to create the services we need admin privileges. So because of that only, it is always recommend to start this installation as an administrator. Here you can see the black screen, and after some time you will find the GUI, and with the help of that GUI only we can start the installation of our Oracle 19c. So just we need to minimize the application, so that whenever this GUI will open, you will come to know. Here you can see the Oracle 19c database installation will be starting very soon, and the GUI is getting opened. Make sure you don't need to close this black screen, because again if you are closing this black screen, your installation will be stopped. So this is what we are expecting, an Oracle database 19c installer. So this is called the installer, and which I just started, and let's wait for some time. The first option that is coming from configuration option, there are two installation options which we are getting here. The first option is create and configure a single database instance. This option create a start database and set up a software only. So if you're just looking for to install the database software only, where it will not create the database, you can go ahead with the second option. But if you are looking for to start the database software installation as well as database, then you need to go with the first option. Again, there are two nodes. For rack install, do setup software only and then execute DBCA from the Oracle home. And second is to upgrade an Oracle database, do setup software only and then execute DBUA from the Oracle home. Because if you want to start the rack installation, this will be the first option is only for the single instance database. Second option where you can install the Oracle 19c, and if you want to go ahead with the cluster configuration or rack installation, definitely you can go ahead with the software only, which is the second option. Now if you want to upgrade the database, we need to use the DBU utility, for which we need a database software, so you can go ahead with the second option. At this point we are looking for single database instance, so we are going with the first option. So let's click on next. Here you can see there are two options for the system class, desktop class and the server class. Desktop class will refer to the minimum configuration for the Oracle 19c installation, but if you are looking to start and install this database software on the top of production environment, definitely you need to go with the server class. But since we are doing this installation for our practice purpose, I am going with this desktop class. Now this is one of the most important window where we need to choose the account in order to start the database. So there are multiple options provided by the Oracle. If you don't want to use any account, you can just go with the virtual account. If you have a user ID and the password for your Windows user, you can do the same thing. If you want to create a new user, you can create a new user where you need to provide the basic information like your user ID, password, and you need to confirm that password. And the last one, which is a Windows built-in account, I am going with the Windows built-in account where we don't need to create any account, and same account which is provided by the Windows only, we can go ahead and just click on yes. Normally Windows built-in account will not provided by the Oracle, so basically we need to create the new user account for the Windows, and same Windows user account you can go ahead to start and stop the database services. But at this point we are good with Windows built-in account, so I am choosing it and clicking on next. So this is the screen where we need to decide about our software location, database file location. As I said earlier, our software location will be read only, where we cannot make the changes, and this is the password and confirm password, and here we need to provide the name of our database. I am keeping the name of database as test, and the password for sys and system. The password where you are seeing, this is a sys and system password. And since Oracle 19c is a multi-tenant architecture where we have a container database, and inside the container database we can have a multiple pluggable database, so I am keeping the multiple pluggable database name as test pdb test. This is basically doing some performance check and physical memory. So this is the part of prerequisite of Oracle 19c. If all goes good, then definitely you'll go ahead, and these are the parameters which we have chosen while the installation was in progress. If all goes good, you can directly click on install. If you find there is some discrepancy, you can just go back and make the appropriate changes. If you want to check the log, you can click on details, and here you can see what exactly it is doing. All the logs you can check here itself, and this process is going to take at least 1 hour to 2 hours, depend on the laptop configuration and the amount of memory which you have allocated. So let's wait for some times, and you will see that Oracle 19c installation will be completed without any issue. Here we can see the successful message where the Oracle 19c installation has been completed. Now we can just close this, and we can also close this command prompt. Now we need to open, start, and go and search with the CMD, which is a command prompt. we need to run and open this command prompt with the help of administrator. So right click and run it as an administrator. Just click on yes and just type the command as SQL plus / as sysdba, and you can see here the SQL plus utility connected with the 19C. And if you just want to cross check about the version, $version, here you can see the database version also. Select name comma open underscore mode comma cdb from $database. The name of the database is test. It is currently up and running and it is a container database. Now if I'm just type the command as show PDBs, it will show me the name of pluggable database, where the first seed is the default pluggable database which will be created, and it will be always in read only mode. And PDB test, this is the pluggable database which we have created. So this is how we can install and configure the Oracle 19C on your personal laptop. I hope this video is really helpful for use, and after doing this installation you can directly just practice yourself at your home and just ready for the production environment. Thank you so much for watching this video.